at 5:30 with Chief Meteorologist Eric Snidel in just a bit.
A woman is suing a state facility in Rochester that cares for people with disabilities. They say the state did not properly investigate after her mother was raped there in the 1980s.
The plaintiff in the case says she was born as a result of that sexual assault. She adds her mom could not consent to any sexual activity and alleges the Monroe Developmental Center here in Rochester did not try to figure out if it was an employee who raped her. Alex Love joins us now, having looked at the paperwork with more. Alex.
That's right. Magdalena Cruz always knew she was conceived in rape because her mother was unable to speak, had the mental acuity of a 2-year-old, and needed constant care while living at the Monroe Developmental Center. So she was unable to consent to anything, according to this lawsuit. It also alleges her mom's family at the time was told it was likely a resident and they would file a police report. But Cruz says she obtained records showing facility administrators never filed one or investigated, prompting Cruz to take a genetic test through Ancestry.com and do her own research. She says her results matched with biological relatives to a man who lived in Rochester at the time of her birth, who police confirmed worked at the Monroe Developmental Center while her mom stayed there. But he's not named in the lawsuit, so she's now seeking unspecified damages from the Office of People with Developmental Disabilities through this lawsuit. The nonprofit, the Arc of Monroe, who specializes in caring for patients like these today, expressed disappointment to hear about sad cases like these, but highlighted new oversight and regulations in place today are there to report this type of abuse immediately to keep our most vulnerable in safe settings.
The pieces that go into really focusing on the homes that people are living in today, it's much different environment. It's not an institutional setting with a big building and a lot of people. They're really living in homes, in communities, staffed specifically depending on the needs of the people who live there.
Now, in a statement, the Office for People with Developmental Disabilities said, quote, "The safety and well-being of the people we support is OPWDD's highest priority. As for the man Cruz believes is her biological father, he could not be reached immediately for comment." Adam?
All right. Alex, thank you. Lawyers for Cruz allege in the lawsuit the Monroe Developmental Center had a history of abuse of residents. From 1976 to 1985, they claim at least 10 staff members were identified as pedophiles and rapists, from supervisors all the way down to volunteers.